Hi there, I'm Miss Randi from the Vortex, and today I'm going to show you how to do some abstract painting, but we're not going to be using a paintbrush today. We're going to be using different things to create our artwork. And first I'm going to show you how to do string art. So what I have is some paper here. This is some mixed media paper. You could probably use regular printer paper to get started. We're going to need string. I have some embroidery floss here. So that is what I'm going to use to make the string art today. I also have some acrylic paint. I have 3 different colors. I have orange, yellow, and pink. And then I have a book. So this needs to be something that you don't really care about. So if you have an old book at home that you don't have any particular strong feelings for, you can use that for this project. So what does string art look like? This is an example of string art. It turns into this really cool, fun print that almost looks like a flower. This was using one color. And then you can also get creative and use multiple colors. So let me show you how to get started. So first off, I'm going to take a string and I'm going to dip it in my paint. I am not going to cover the whole string because we need to excuse me, have a little bit that's uncovered so that you can pull it out and create your art. So you can see the string is covered in paint, and that's a little bit too gloppy, so you probably want to take your finger and get some of the excess off. Alright, so you want to take your paper, and I've cut mine in half just so I can use less paper, and you want to kind of loop your string, the part that's covered with paint, on the paper. Made a little mess there. Alright, the other thing that you'll probably need is paper towels, because this is definitely messy. I would recommend, if you can, doing this project outside, or if you're doing it inside, please cover your work surface, and if you have gloves, wear gloves. Okay, so you can see I have put my string on the paper, kind of creating little loops. I'm going to fold my paper in half, creating a little crease. Then you're going to take your paper and you're going to put it inside your book. So you can see the string is hanging out, and I'm going to set myself off to the side because you're going to pull the string straight out of the book. And if you are sitting like this, then when you pull the string, it's going to come back and hit yourself. Alright, so here we go. I'm going to pull the string. We're going to see if that worked. And there we go. We have a fun little piece. Let's try it one more time, and this time we're going to use 2 colors. So I'm going to get my paper ready right here. And so when you're doing 2 colors, I'm going to get a longer string. Let's use this one right here. What I would do is I would try folding the string in half and then dipping your string in the paint. We're going to do the same thing and get all that excess glop off. Then I'm going to get my second color here. Going to open the string up and dip one end in the paint. Cover the string. And then do the same thing. Get the excess off. So you're going to do the same thing. Place your string on half of the side of the paper. Fold your paper in half. Place your paper in the book. Now be careful not to press too hard on the book because you want to be able to pull the string out. So you want to have a little bit of pressure but not too much. Let's see how that turned out. It's very subtle, but you do get the two colors there. So that's string art. Things to keep in mind. You want to have string that's easily bendable. You don't want to have something that's too stiff. So something like embroidery floss is going to be a better use of a better string for this project. And then once you finish creating your piece, you can actually go back in. I think these kind of look like flowers, so it might be nice to go back in with watercolor or markers or crayons or colored pencils and add to your drawing. You can add a stem, add some leaves, and really create a really cool art piece. So now we're going to start our second project, and for this one we are going to paint using spaghetti. And I have some angel hair pasta that was left over from a meal that we had at home. So this is kind of room temperature pasta, and as you can see, this one is going to be kind of messy. So you want to take a handful of spaghetti pasta and you want to drop it in your paint, and then you are going to mix it up into this really sort of ooey gooey mess. Sorry. So we're going to do that for all three colors, and as you can see, your hands are going to get covered in paint. So again, with this project, it's a good idea to potentially do this outside where you're near like a water source, or if you're doing this inside, wearing gloves, or and covering the table that you're working on. So I'm going to take some more of my pasta. Drop it in the pink. Mix it up. The texture is kind of slimy, so if that bothers you, just be aware. Alright, and then we have our final color, which is yellow. It's going to have a little bit of pink mixed in because I had a lot of pink on my gloves. So it'll be a fun kind of pink-yellow mixture. Alright, so I have some mixed media paper here again, so I'm just going to set it on my work surface. There's a couple of different ways that you can do this, and obviously, I mean, you're painting with spaghetti, so you can be as creative as you want. I have done two different methods. So we're going to try it with we're going to grab a clump, and then we're just going to plop it down. And you're just going to plop your spaghetti pasta all over your paper, or wherever you want. If you want to create some kind of design, sky's the limit, because this is more, it allows you to be very creative. Alright, so we have the yellow done. Let's try some orange. You can see I've gone over my paper, so if you are doing this inside, be sure to cover your table. Alright. I left some noodles behind. Now let's try some pink. that's cool. Okay. Let's look at our finished work. So there you have the painting with spaghetti, the plop method. You create this really fun piece, very abstract, very fun. So there's another method that I've tried. So I'm actually gonna wipe my gloves off a little bit so that I can grab another sheet of paper. So this one is kind of like a drag method where we slap the spaghetti down and then we just drag it across the paper. I'll try it again. I think kids would really like this project. Alright, here we go. Sorry, I'm having fun. Okay, let's add some different colors. Ready? Oh, jeez. All right, it's dangerous. Be careful when you're doing this. Okay, let's add one more color, and then I think our artwork will be complete. Okay. Got some noodles stuck to it. So here's the plop and drag method, which I really like this one. And it was definitely a lot of fun. So, you know, be creative. You know, you can use spaghetti, you could use angel hair like I did, maybe try rotini. The sky's the limit with the noodles. So I hope you enjoyed this project. If you are interested in seeing some of our other events, I recommend you visit our website at fountaindale.org/events. If you make this yourself, please share it with us on social media using the hashtag FountaindaleLib. That's all for today. Thanks.